I ever wondered why we find learning boring? Let's unravel this mystery together. Often, the reasons we consider learning a snooze fest are more common than you'd think. First, there's lack of interest. If we're not intrigued by what we're learning, it can feel like a chore rather than an opportunity to grow. But hey, not all subjects can be as exciting as a thrilling mystery novel, right? Next, monotony. The same old routine, the same old topics. It's like watching a movie on repeat. You know every line, every scene, and eventually it loses its charm. And then there's the absence of practical application. If we can't see how what we're learning applies to our lives, it can make the whole process seem pointless. So it's not that learning is boring, it's how we approach it that needs a twist. Stay tuned as we dive into some fun ways to learn. Scene script. Have you ever thought of turning learning into a game? Let's explore this uncharted terrain of fun. Welcome to the world of gamification, a realm where learning and play happily coexist. This innovative approach takes the essence of games, fun, engagement, challenge, and applies it to the learning process. No more dreary textbooks or monotonous lectures. Instead, we have a vibrant landscape filled with quests, rewards, and the thrill of achievement. Imagine this. You're not simply memorizing formulas for a math test. Instead, you're a brave knight solving complex puzzles in a mystical land, and each correct answer brings you closer to your ultimate goal, the treasure chest of knowledge. Or maybe you're a detective on a mission, piecing together clues from history to solve a mystery from the past. The possibilities are endless. The brilliance of gamification lies in its ability to make learning an adventure. Games and quizzes are not just fun, they're also incredibly effective at boosting retention and understanding. Every challenge you overcome, every level you reach, every badge you earn reinforces what you've learned, making it stick in your memory. There are numerous educational games out there, each designed to make a specific subject more engaging. From language learning apps that turn vocabulary building into a captivating journey, to science games where you're a mad scientist conducting exciting experiments. There's a game for every learner and every subject. Quizzes, too, are an excellent way to gamify learning. They add an element of competition, making the learning process exciting. And the instant feedback they provide helps you understand where you stand, what you've mastered, and what needs more work. But remember, the goal is not just to win the game, but to gain knowledge and skills along the way. The real victory lies in learning, and the game is just a tool to make that journey enjoyable. So, next time you think learning is boring, remember, you can always turn it into a game. Scene script. Have you ever tried incorporating art into your learning? Let's paint a picture of how this can be done. Imagine this. You're sitting down with a blank canvas, a palette full of vibrant colors, and a mind brimming with knowledge. You're not just painting a picture, you're painting the essence of what you're learning. This is the beauty of artful learning. Artful learning is all about unearthing the creative side of education. It's about blending the structured world of knowledge with the free-flowing river of creativity. It's about making learning an adventure, a discovery, a journey. So, how can we transform this beautiful vision into reality? Well, it's simpler than you think. One way is through DIY activities. These aren't just fun, they're also super educational. For instance, if you're learning about the solar system, why not create a colorful model using clay or paper mache? Each planet can be a different color, and as you paint and place them, you're not just creating art, you're also absorbing information about each planet's characteristics and position in the solar system. Another form of artful learning could be through drawing or painting. If you're studying history, why not illustrate important events or personalities? As you sketch and color, you're also engraving the details of these historical elements into your mind. Dance and drama, too, can be powerful tools for artful learning. Choreographing a dance to explain the process of photosynthesis or staging a play about the French Revolution can make learning incredibly engaging and memorable. Remember, the goal here isn't to create a masterpiece, but to learn in a fun and creative way. The more you engage your senses and emotions in your learning process, the more effective it becomes. And the best part, you're not just learning, you're also creating something beautiful in the process. So, the next time you find yourself staring at a boring textbook, remember that there's a whole world of artful learning waiting for you to explore. With artful learning, you can make your education as vibrant as a rainbow. Did you know that stories can be a powerful learning tool? Let's weave some tales of knowledge. Isn't it fascinating how our minds are naturally drawn to narratives? Stories captivate us, ignite our imagination, and make the complex simple. Now, let's explore how we can harness the magic of storytelling to supercharge our learning journey. Imagine learning history not as a list of dates and events, but as a thrilling saga of heroes, villains, triumphs, and tragedies. Picture science not as a maze of equations and theories, but as an epic journey of discovery and innovation. This is the power of story-based learning. Consider the parables and fables we heard as kids. They were not just tales to entertain us, but they were imbued with important life lessons. The tortoise and the hare taught us the value of perseverance. The boy who cried wolf warned us about the consequences of dishonesty. These stories stick with us because they weave knowledge into a narrative that's engaging and memorable. Now let's apply this to more complex subjects. Let's take astrophysics, for example. Instead of memorizing facts and figures about the universe, imagine a narrative where you're a cosmic explorer, journeying through galaxies, witnessing the birth and death of stars, and unraveling the mysteries of black holes. Suddenly, astrophysics isn't just a subject, it's an adventure. Or consider mathematics. Instead of wrestling with abstract equations, visualize a story where numbers are characters, each with its own role and relationships. In this narrative, mathematical operations aren't just rules to follow, they're plot twists in an unfolding drama. In essence, story-based learning turns knowledge into an engaging narrative, making learning not just easier, but also a lot more fun. It's a technique that can be applied to any subject, from literature and history to science and math. So, next time you're grappling with a difficult concept, try spinning a tale around it. You'll be surprised how much more you understand and remember. Remember, every piece of knowledge has a story to tell, and it's waiting for you to discover it. Ever thought of taking your learning outside? Let's step out and explore this idea. Imagine a classroom with no walls, where the sky is the ceiling and the earth is the floor. This is the concept of outdoor learning. It's about stepping out of the traditional classroom setting and making the world your learning playground. By taking learning outdoors, we can make the most of our natural surroundings. The physical environment becomes a dynamic, multi-sensory classroom where every element has something to teach. For instance, a simple walk in the park can turn into a biology lesson where you can observe and learn about different plants and their life cycles. Water bodies like rivers, ponds, or the ocean can become an open-air laboratory for studying marine life, water cycles, or even physics principles like buoyancy. And who can forget the vast expanse of the night sky? It's a perfect canvas for understanding astronomy, constellations, and our place in the universe. Outdoor learning isn't just about science, though. It can encompass all subjects. A historical monument can bring to life the lessons of history, art, and culture. A bustling marketplace can offer real-world examples of economics, trade, and human behavior. Moreover, outdoor learning also has numerous benefits for our physical and mental health. It encourages physical activity, boosts creativity, reduces stress, and fosters a greater appreciation for nature. It's a fun, engaging, and holistic approach to learning that goes beyond textbooks and rote learning. But remember, the goal of outdoor learning isn't to replace traditional classrooms, but to complement them. It's about blending the best of both worlds to create a more enriching and balanced learning experience. So, why limit learning to the four corners of a room? Step outside, breathe in the fresh air, and let the world around you spark your curiosity and fuel your learning. Remember, the world is not just a place to live, but also a place to learn. So don't confine your learning to the four walls of a room. The world is your classroom. Scene script. Are you a tech-savvy learner? Let's see how technology can make learning a fun activity. In today's digital age, technology has transformed how we learn and absorb information. You might be wondering, how can technology make learning fun? Well, there are several innovative apps and gadgets that are designed to make learning interactive and engaging. Take, for instance, language learning apps. They offer gamified lessons, making it feel like you're playing a game rather than studying a new language. Similarly, there are apps that provide fun quizzes to learn math and science. The competitiveness of scoring high points turns a mundane task into an exciting activity. Gadgets like virtual reality headsets can also revolutionize learning. Imagine exploring the depths of the ocean or the vastness of space without leaving your room. It's like going on an adventure while learning. And the best part, all these resources are readily available on your device. With technology, learning is just a tap away.